Murals and messages, paint, splatters and spray paint. This is my view on the murals and messages whilst tramping around the streets of Barcelona. The kaleidoscope of murals was mesmerising to me. Public spaces giving graffiti artists an outlet for their talents and personal expressions of thematic stories. Standing alongside the Picasso Museum and the Gaudi architecture was an expression of altruistic artistry to engage a community, giving pleasure to the young skateboarders as well as the retired old folk. Park benches had now become viewing spaces for a cultural and community engagement with the graffiti artists themselves. The neighbourhood is watching the authorities to keep them accountable. This is a mural depicting the death of a prominent and respected gay man killed by the police. This event was witnessed and recorded with a mobile phone. This significant event galvanised the community to bring justice to their neighbourhood. The graffiti mural etched on the concrete walls of this neighbourhood speaks also of the memory of this event, also etched on the minds of the community. The message might just be as simple as we are watching. This graffiti wall also speaks about returning the streets back to the community and letting its own artists have self-expression or even just vent frustration. Whilst living as a local in Barcelona, I became aware of the African trolley collectors. They rummage for steel cut-offs through the day and lock their trolleys up on the streets at night. They are working class men who have a visible presence on the streets. The stencils that depict them are a testimony to their place in the cultural landscape of Barcelona. A badge of honour, if you will, forever etched on the street walls.
Just as Christ also loved you, be imitators of God, as beloved children, and walk in love, just as Christ also loved you.
Graffiti sucks like deep throat. I got lost too many times to count on the streets of Barcelona. During my expedition to find my way home, I stumbled upon this street, dogs and pussycats. This particular street had me mesmerised and transfixed by the roller shutter door images. This corner had a wonderful, whimsical, thematic projection. The roller shutter doors compelled you to stop and slow down to enjoy the street. Just opposite was a playfully placed doll between the ironclad bars that had the oldie-worldy architectural nuance to the kitty cats. Barcelona is a fun place. Its streets speak of fun. And its people are very multicultural. Graffiti sucks like deep throat. Murals have messages. Finally, I want to speak to the aesthetic qualities of the work, such as this piece. Surely they qualify graffiti as art. In my quest to understand the graffiti culture, I want to look closely at the thematic messages and expressions found at this particular graffiti wall. My film project, Spray It Global, will unpack and unravel some of the cultural nuances found in the graffiti culture. I have some real surprises with more images and some interesting and revealing interviews with Spanish graffiti artists. Look out for Spray It Global. And finally, graffiti sucks like deep throat. Makes you wonder about that message. Might be an oxymoron in the graffiti world in Barcelona.